Hello, this is Dr. Leo at LeTime. I often got a question, when should we stop the hydrosol making, to get the best quality of the hydrosol? So the answer I gave is a 1-to-1 ratio. With LT3000 as example, you have 1 liter the herb column filled with the herb, and you can make 1 liter of the high quality hydrosol. KD5 is 500 milliliter, then you make 500 milliliter the high quality hydrosol. This video I will show you experiments explaining why this 1-to-1 ratio works, and also explain the theory behind it so you can understand, and then next time when you make your hydrosol, you can use that same approach to find your perfect stopping point. So when we are making hydrosol, we want to make the best quality hydrosol. This brings the most benefits to our health and skincare. Hydrosol contains the chemicals, the phytochemicals extracted from the herbs, and those chemicals go into the water. The best means we have the highest content or the best quality of those phytochemicals. In lab, they normally use HPLC MS, that is a separation by using the HPLC, and use a mass spectrum to measure especially a marker chemical, for example the linalool from lavender hydrosol. Use that as a benchmark to make sure each batch has the same concentration of these marker chemicals. Home or in the workshop, we may not have the ability to send a sample to the lab for the testing. Today I'm presenting you an experiment doing a semi-quantify of the phytochemicals existing in the hydrosol. I'm using the lavender as an example because lavender has the higher the essential oil content, and from the dry lavender buds we can make the cloudy hydrosol. This is perfect for our experiment. When using lavender fresh leaves, so you may not see that many cloudy, you can use your nose, your instinct to tell aroma change. That is another factor we can use. But in today's video, I'm using the turbidity to checking the change of the extraction with distillation time. It is almost clear, so I stopped the distillation, and now I'm going to do the test, a simple test, try to quantify the difference from the beginning all the way to this bottle. Let's check it out. So now I'm going to test the called turbidity, the technical term. That means how clear the water is. I made this a little background for easy compare. So what I'm going to do is I use the beaker For all of these 11 samples I took, I just poured in and I show you how the difference between the stripe behind the bottle and compare with what it was. Now the second one. So after collecting all the 12 samples and put it in front of those stripe pattern, and we can clearly see the turbidity change with the distillation time. When the hydrosol collected over 500 milliliter, you're getting clear, and you see the stripes become more visible compared with the previous samples. So that's why I normally recommend to make 2 cups of hydrosol from 1 batch of a distillation with a KD5. That's around the 1-to-1 ratio for most of the herbs. But there are some exceptionals when you are using the high condensed material like a bark, root. You can have more the high quality hydrosol produced. And you can follow the same theory using the turbidity or using your nose, figure out the aroma change. So using the same approach, taking samples with time and then you compare them. Thank you for watching. Please have a question, just leave down below and your comments. And subscribe to the channel, share the video, and become a member. This is Dr. Liu. See you next time.